What's up guys, welcome back to Fancy Goldfish Fanatics. Today we're going to be setting up a brand new filter, so make sure you stay tuned to find out more. Hey Fanatics family, welcome back. As always, check out the links in the description, check out the brand new website, the Facebook group, and follow us on Instagram. As I said in the intro, today we're going to be setting up this brand new Juwel filter. As you know, or hopefully know, the Juwel filters are one of my favourite filters, and I have been looking for a the extra large filter to go on the outdoor pond to replace that medium size filter for 2 or 3 months now, and I saw this brand new one come up on eBay. Only £50 for this brand new filter. What a bargain. So we got the filter, and it even came with a heater, as you can see here. So 300 watt Juwel heater. Don't need that. Ordinarily I'd probably sell it for like 10-15 quid, so it makes the filter even cheaper, but I think it's good to have one of these as a spare because I've got a 300 watt out there on the pond currently set at 16 degrees, but it's always good to have a spare heater in case something goes wrong, so I'm going to keep that. Also, we got the 1,000 litre return pump, so we have lots of flow in the pond, which is good, lots of circulation, but not too much because the fancies don't like too much flow, remember that. Also, we got little outlet kit, and also you can see that there's 2 holes, one here and one here. So these filters are always run in a specific way, so they are always mounted like this on the tank with the outlet on this side, but because we want this filter to sit on the opposite side of the current filter, we're going to need it to come out this side. So I'm going to see if the pump will fit on this side, but I might need to do some DIY work, maybe add a little bit of a longer pipe onto it so it will work that way. And then we've got 2 extra large filters, so it means we can get some more fish in the future, so that is another good thing to have. So it also came with all the filter foams, like all these brand new filter foams and filter fleece and bits like that. But what I'm going to do, and what I always do with a brand new filter, is I will fill the majority, well 50% or more, with established filter media, and then the rest I will top up with any spare media I want to add, or maybe some of these sponges. So the plan is we're going to fill the bottom half of the filter up with Biohome and biological media, all from the filter that's out there, and that will probably take us up to around 30% of the way. Then if I've got any spare media, maybe I've got some alpha grog, I'm going to fill that up to the rest, and then I'll probably add a couple of sponges in here as well. Now the extra large filter on the left hand side of the tank currently doesn't have much space, so currently it's really full of biological media, and I've got 1 sponge at the top and some filter fleece, but it is really jammed in there and it's not quite working 100%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 10% of the biological media out of that filter and put it into this one, so we can make sure that filter is running more efficiently. The weir section will be working better, so the water will run down slightly and then go on to our mechanical filtration, whereas currently the mechanical filtration is sitting just above the weir, so it's not quite working and it's blocking up quickly, which means that water will start flowing in through the sides, and then the filter will get more dirty and need more maintenance. So that's going to be really good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rinse this filter out with some tap water, make sure there's no chemicals or any residue on it. As it is brand new, I don't have to worry about any parasites or pathogens like that. So I'm going to rinse it out. I'm going to probably rinse out 2 of the sponges, so probably this fine sponge and the coarse one just here. So we're going to have both of those in this filter. with some filter fleece on top, and then the rest hopefully is going to be biological media. Now if I've got any space left in the filter, I'm going to just add more biological media, because more biomedia means more fish for the future. So right now I'm just going to rinse it out, and then I will see you outside and we can get the new filter installed. So catch you in 5.
One eternity later.
As you can probably see, it's been raining loads. Let me just move the filter out the way. You can see the fish are doing really well. They're really nice and fat, and they're really gaining some size now, which is really good. And this filter here is going to help even more. So I've just put the pump in, so it's quite a tight fit, but normally the pump would be direction this way, and then the outlet would be just here, but we're going to flip it round. And I'm not sure if the spigot will fit on, or we'll have to adjust it, so I'm just going to grab that now. So that's here, so it might not fit, let's just see. Potentially might, or it does just fit, but it's a little bit of a tight fit. So you can see it's just poking out there, but that will do. So you can see it's just poking out there, but that will do. It's on quite tightly, and it's normally sticking out a little bit further, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do now is unravel the wire, and then we're going to take the old filter out. I'm going to show you all the media that's in it, and then we're going to stack the new one full of media and see if it works. So this is the wire that's got to go round the back of the pond to the junction, waterproof junction box that's there. So I'm just going to put that down there. Also, we've got 2 new filter fleeces. I'm just going to replace both of them. So this one will have one, and the other filter will just have a brand new one, because we're going to be taking a bit of the media out of that one as well. So I've got those, I'll just put them down on the floor there. As you can see, I've just taken the old existing filter out, and you can really compare the sizes. Look at the size. This one, I believe, holds about 3 to 4 times more media than this one. So this filter I cleaned thoroughly 5 days ago, and just look at the filter fleece. That filter fleece was this colour. You can really see how much waste these fancy goldfish produce, but obviously that is the filter fleece on top, so the sponges aren't too dirty. And then we've just got some biomedia below. So I've just got some of the Juwel biomedia that came with the filter. Then we've got some Biohome, just in media bags. I love these little zip bags, and if you are buying zip bags, make sure you buy the ones that are plastic zips, not the metal ones, because the metal ones can rust over time. So that's a little top tip there. And I always order these media bags from China on eBay. They're normally around 99p for 5 bags, so you can see they're already getting dirty after 5 days. So what else we got? So we got some more Biohome, and then we just got some ceramic noodles, ceramic rings at the bottom. So I'm going to give all of this a rinse off, and then we're going to pop that in there. So you can see it's quite a small chamber in comparison to this one. Much bigger. So all the media's there, so quickly going to rinse that off, and then we get it into the bottom of that filter. So I've just got my trusted blue bowl here with a little bit of the water from the tank, so I'm just going to rinse all of this media off, and then we can get it into the new filter. And what I'm going to do also, as I said, I'm going to take some media out of the existing large filter, so there's a bit more space for the sponges. And then whatever room we've got left, I'm just going to add extra sponges in until I can get some more Biohome or some more Alpha Glob maybe. Just that extra media helps an awful lot, and means I can just keep continuing to feed them if I get more fish, or the fish get larger, for instance. Now obviously if you do use a canister filter, you will also have a lot more room. Probably the same amount of room as this, unless you go for something like an FX6. But if you just go for a small, like All Pond Solutions canister filter, they hold around the same media size. I believe this holds 11 litres of media, just for reference. So that's all cleaned. You can see how dirty that is, and that was only cleaned, what, 5 days ago. So really just shows you how dirty those fish are. So Now I'm going to take the filter fleece and the sponge out of that filter and add some more biomedia into this one. Look at the state of that filter fleece in what, 5 days? Wow. So here we go, another 2 bags of Biohome. I'm just going to quickly rinse that off, and then we can add that to this filter. And you can see, so we added 2 extra bags of Biohome, all of the media out of that filter, and look how much space we've got still. It's only about 30-40% full, if you can see in there. So what I'll do is I'm going to add this sponge back on, give it a quick rinse out, add it onto that one, so that one's got more space. Could probably even fit another sponge in that one now, but I'm going to keep it with 1 sponge and 1 filter fleece just for now. And then as I have no more biomedia on me currently, I'm just going to add these 2 sponges and this filter fleece on top of here, and then when I get some more media I can add that in. But we've still got quite a bit of space, probably enough space for another, I'd say probably 4 more bags of that Biohome, maybe another kilo, around a kilo, maybe a kilo and a half. So now I've just got to get this into the pond and then get it all up and running.
A few moments later.
And there we have it. Hopefully you can see the flow. Let me just take the camera. Hopefully you can see, so we've got both filters working now. I'm going to put the lid on that one as I said, but we've got a nice bit of flow. We've got the aeration from the 2 sponge filters. So yeah, that's really good. So that's it for today's video. I'd like to thank you all for watching as always. Remember to keep those water changes up, and happy fish keeping.